Okay, so now we are up to turn 11. We're entering into October, fall season. The Germans have decided that they're going to take out Antwerp this turn. They were already set up for this last turn. Seemed like a good time to do it. So that ends up being priority number 1. It kind of was torn between trying to go ahead and take Antwerp and maybe focusing on some of these weak units over on the French border, but I didn't want to have to come back and reset up again, especially with the rain falling here. As you can see, detachments with a defense of 2 and fortresses are pretty potent even after their artillery's been taken out. But we finally take the garrison out. I'll move in just to make sure that the British don't send a corps in there. So we finally take out one of these Belgian corps. Although taking Ypres is going to be a little difficult with our current strength disposition. I also took this opportunity to go ahead and put something of a hurt on the French, who had overextended themselves a little. Overall, the French held their own pretty well. I didn't do as much damage as I had hoped I might be able to do. That attack went pretty well. There we created a little more destroyer submarine warfare going on up here in northern Atlantic. Alright, so now the Germans have decided to move in on Russian Poland. However, they do have to come back up a little to address the threat of the Russian armies. Back in East Prussia, we're just kind of rearranging our lines a little. Probably going to have to stay on the defensive there. Here we're trying to salvage the situation at Krakow. So here in the Carpathians, we've got to make some kind of drastic moves and rearrange our lines. Przemysl could be in some serious jeopardy. But we had to address this issue down here with the Serbs. So as you can see, I'm putting together something of a line again. It still makes me a little nervous in that scenario. As you probably have noticed if you've been watching these, these early months are tough and can be very hectic for both sides. However, I do believe that this is fairly close to what they experienced in 1914. Some German Marines came in to help salvage that line. So that's the end of turn 11's replay. Let's see what we've got as far as notifications and decisions. Quite a bit destroyed. If you look down here, you'll see the morale levels have dropped pretty significantly for all the major combatants. Central Powers are a little worse off than the Entente at this point. Ottoman Empire is about to enter the war. That will be a boon to the Centrals. This is a decision by the Anzacs. I think we're gonna go ahead and have them come into Egypt too, since the Ottomans are about to enter into the war. Russia's mobilizing its Caucasus garrisons. The Govan enters service. Ottoman Empire is mobilizing for war. Ottoman Empire officially joins the Central Powers. It's November 7th, 1914. It's pretty close to the historical entry date for the Ottomans. It's a notification about whether we want to dispatch a battle cruiser to deal with Graf von Spee's squadron. I believe that we're going to do that. We can spare a battleship or battle cruiser at the moment. Alright, a notification about Egypt. We do want to send a headquarters to Egypt. General Hamilton. That's the end of our notifications for the turn. Alright, it's been an exciting 1914 season. And one thing of note, Germany did get trench warfare in the Attack 1 at the end of the last turn, so things are going to start gradually stagnating on the Western Front at this point. We're going to probably see a big shift towards the Eastern Front. Stay tuned for the next update.